The universe speaks in mirrors. What you see in the heavens is reflected in the depths of the earth. What you feel within reverberates in the world around you. The Hermetic Principle of Correspondence, encapsulated in the axiom, as above, so below, as below, so above, reveals a fundamental truth about existence. The macrocosm mirrors the microcosm and everything in the universe, from the grandest galaxies to the smallest particles of matter, operates according to the same principles and laws. This teaching suggests that the structure and forces at play in the cosmic, universal realm also influence the smallest aspects of our lives, our thoughts, and our souls. In today's fast-paced, often disconnected world, the principle of correspondence provides a pathway to understanding how our internal states reflect our external realities, and how the universe's grand design can offer us insight into our personal challenges, aspirations, and growth. The idea that everything is connected and mirrored offers us a chance to realize that the universe isn't distant or abstract. It's alive within us, waiting to be understood, embraced, and aligned with. Understanding the principle of correspondence, mirroring the universe within. At its core, the principle of correspondence reminds us that everything, regardless of scale, is interconnected. The patterns we see in the physical world are reflections of the unseen forces that govern the spiritual, emotional, and mental realms. Just as there are natural laws that govern the movement of planets and the growth of galaxies, there are corresponding laws that govern the unfolding of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. The universe's vastness isn't separate from our everyday lives. Rather, it mirrors and influences everything we think, feel, and do. Consider the cycles of nature. Day follows night, seasons change, and the tides ebb and flow in harmony with the moon. These natural rhythms are mirrored in human life. We too experience cycles of energy, emotions, and thoughts, times of growth and times of reflection, moments of outward action and inward contemplation. Understanding this principle helps us align our lives with the natural flow of the universe, allowing us to tap into deeper wisdom and live in greater harmony. The power of the principle of correspondence lies in its simplicity. What happens within us shapes what happens around us, and vice versa. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, we begin to understand that our internal states, the thoughts we think, the emotions we feel, the energy we project, have a direct impact on the world we experience. The universe is not something external or separate from us. It is a reflection of our inner world. As within, so without, the mirror of life. One of the most profound implications of the principle of correspondence is the understanding that your external reality is a reflection of your internal state. If you find chaos in your outer life, conflicts in relationships, struggles in your career, or general dissatisfaction, it is often a mirror of internal imbalance or unresolved emotions. Conversely, when you cultivate peace, clarity, and alignment within yourself, your external world begins to reflect that same harmony. Consider the moments in your life when you felt centered, confident, and at peace. During these times, it's likely that your external world seemed to flow effortlessly. Opportunities arose, relationships blossomed, and challenges were met with grace. Now think of the times when you felt scattered, overwhelmed, or fearful. Chances are your outer world mirrored this inner turmoil, with obstacles appearing at every turn, relationships becoming strained, and progress feeling out of reach. The principle of correspondence teaches that everything is connected, and that by changing your internal state, you can change your external reality. This concept is echoed in many spiritual traditions, from Buddhism's teachings on mindfulness and inner peace to modern psychological insights into the power of positive thinking. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your highest intentions, the world around you begins to align as well. In practical terms, this means that the work of transformation begins within. If you want to change your circumstances, whether it's improving your relationships, finding success in your career, or cultivating more happiness in your life, the first step is to examine your internal state. What beliefs are you holding on to? What emotions are you suppressing? What thoughts are dominating your mind? By bringing these internal elements into alignment with your desired reality, you create a powerful ripple effect that transforms your external experience. The microcosm and macrocosm, finding your place in the universe. The principle of correspondence also teaches us about the relationship between the individual, the microcosm, and the universe, the macrocosm. Just as the universe follows certain laws and patterns, so too do we as individuals. The same forces that govern the stars and planets are at work within us. This understanding invites us to see ourselves not as separate or insignificant, but as integral parts of the universal whole. When we understand that the laws of the universe apply to us, we can begin to harness them for our personal growth and transformation. For example, just as the universe is in a constant state of expansion and evolution, we too are meant to grow, evolve, and expand our consciousness. The cycles of the moon, which influence the tides, also affect our emotional states, and the changing seasons can reflect the inner transformations we undergo throughout our lives. This idea of the microcosm and macrocosm also encourages us to look beyond ourselves and see how our individual actions contribute to the greater whole. The choices we make, the energy we put into the world, and the relationships we cultivate all have an impact on the larger collective. By understanding the interconnectedness of all things, we become more conscious of the role we play in shaping the world around us. This awareness brings a sense of responsibility and empowerment, reminding us that our personal growth contributes to the evolution of the entire universe. Aligning with the universe, living in harmony with correspondence. The principle of correspondence calls us to live in harmony with the natural laws and cycles of the universe. When we align ourselves with these laws, we experience a sense of flow and ease in our lives. Resistance creates friction, while alignment opens the door to greater synchronicity and fulfillment. To live in alignment with the principle of correspondence, we must first cultivate a deep awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. This awareness begins with mindfulness, being fully present in each moment and recognizing the ways in which our thoughts, emotions, and actions impact our external reality. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more attuned to the subtle patterns and rhythms of life, allowing us to make choices that are in harmony with the universe. One way to align with the universe is to honor the natural cycles of life. Just as the earth goes through cycles of growth, decay, and rebirth, we too experience cycles of energy, creativity, and rest. When we resist these cycles, when we try to force productivity during a time of rest, or cling to the past during a time of transformation, we create unnecessary struggle. But when we embrace these cycles and flow with them, we tap into the deeper wisdom of the universe, For example, many people find that they are more creative and productive during certain times of the day or certain seasons of the year. By paying attention to these natural rhythms and aligning our actions with them, we can optimize our energy and productivity. Similarly, by recognizing the cycles of relationships, moments of connection followed by periods of solitude, for example, we can cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections. Correspondence in relationships, reflecting the universe in others. The principle of correspondence is perhaps most evident in our relationships. Just as our internal state reflects our external reality, our relationships often mirror our inner world. The dynamics we experience with others, whether harmonious or conflictual, are often a reflection of the dynamics within ourselves. For example, if you find yourself in relationships that are filled with conflict or drama, it may be a sign that there is unresolved conflict within you. Perhaps there are unhealed wounds, unmet needs, or unconscious beliefs that are being projected onto your relationships. On the other hand, if you experience relationships that are filled with love, support, and mutual respect, it is likely a reflection of the love, support, and respect you have cultivated within yourself. This principle can be both challenging and empowering. It requires us to take responsibility for the quality of our relationships, knowing that what we experience with others is often a reflection of what we are experiencing within ourselves. But it also gives us the power to transform our relationships by transforming ourselves. When we heal our inner wounds, release limiting beliefs, and cultivate self-love, we naturally attract healthier, more fulfilling relationships. The principle of correspondence also teaches us that the people we encounter are mirrors, reflecting back to us the lessons we need to learn. If you find yourself repeatedly encountering the same type of conflict or challenge in your relationships, it may be a sign that there is an internal pattern that needs to be addressed. By recognizing these patterns and taking responsibility for your role in them, you can break free from repeating cycles and create new, more empowering relationship dynamics. Correspondence and personal growth, the journey within. Personal growth is, at its core, an internal journey that mirrors the external world. The principle of correspondence teaches that the more we grow within, the more our external world expands. As we evolve in our understanding, self-awareness, and consciousness, our external reality shifts to reflect this growth. This principle can be seen in the way we approach challenges. When we face obstacles in life, whether in our careers, relationships, or personal development, they often mirror internal blocks or limitations. By addressing these internal barriers, we not only overcome the external challenge, but also experience a deeper level of personal transformation. For example, if you are struggling to advance in your career, it may be a reflection of an internal belief that you are not worthy of success or that you are limited in your abilities. By shifting this internal belief, by recognizing your worth and embracing your potential, you can break through the external barriers and achieve the success you desire. Personal growth is also a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery. The principle of correspondence teaches that the more we understand ourselves, the more we understand the universe. As we explore our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, we gain insight into the larger forces at play in the world. This journey of self-discovery allows us to align more deeply with the universal laws and live in greater harmony with the cosmos. Correspondence and spiritual evolution connecting with the divine. The principle of correspondence is not just about personal growth and external success. It is also about spiritual evolution. At its highest level, this principle teaches us that we are reflections of the divine. Just as the universe is a manifestation of the infinite mind of the all, we too are manifestations of this divine intelligence. This understanding invites us to see ourselves as spiritual beings having a human experience, rather than human beings having occasional spiritual moments. It reminds us that we are not separate from the universe or from the divine, but rather we are reflections of it. By deepening our connection with our inner selves, we deepen our connection with the divine. Spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation allow us to tap into this deeper truth. Through these practices, we can experience the unity of all things, the realization that the same force that governs the stars also governs our souls. This awareness brings a profound sense of peace and fulfillment, knowing that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. In conclusion, the Hermetic Principle of Correspondence offers us a powerful lens through which to view the world and our place in it. By recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and understanding that our internal state reflects our external reality, we can take responsibility for our lives and create the reality we desire. Whether in relationships, personal growth, or spiritual evolution, this principle reminds us that the universe is not separate from us, but is mirrored within us. When we align ourselves with the natural laws and rhythms of the universe, we tap into a deeper wisdom and live in greater harmony with the cosmos